She was standing in the doorway, soaking wet, her clothes clinging to her shaking body. Her eyes were wide, and her lips trembled as she whispered, "Madam is not human." It started when I went to stay with my cousin, Oge, in her new house. She had just moved into a big place, the kind of house rich people love. Tall gates, white walls, and silence so thick it pressed against your ears. Oge was always kind, but she was strict. She lived alone, except for her maid, a quiet girl named Amara. Amara was from the village. Small, soft-spoken, and obedient. She never looked you in the eyes. She moved like a shadow in the house, always sweeping, always washing, always cleaning. The kind of girl that people forget exists until they need something done. One night, I woke up to a strange sound. A whispering. Soft, desperate. I sat up and listened. It was coming from outside. When I looked through the window, I saw Amara standing in the rain, muttering to herself, staring at the house. I should have gone back to sleep. I should have minded my business. But something about the way she stood there, unmoving, made my skin crawl. I went downstairs. The front door was slightly open, like someone had forced their way out. When I stepped onto the porch, Amara turned to me sharply. Her eyes, something about them was not right. Wild. Dark. Empty. She grabbed my arm and pulled me close. "Please, help me. Madam is not human." I didn't understand. "What are you saying?" "I hear her at night," Amara whispered. "She does not sleep. She talks to things that are not there. She stands in front of the mirror and whispers. She does not blink." I pulled away, uneasy. "You're tired. Go inside." "No." Her fingers dug into my arm. "You don't understand. I saw her last night." I woke up to footsteps in my room. Madam was standing by my bed. Just standing. Watching me. I held my breath and closed my eyes. But then, she choked on her words. She climbed onto my bed. I felt my stomach turn. "That's not possible." She climbed onto my bed like a spider. Amara's voice broke. She was not walking. Her body bent in ways it shouldn't. She whispered in my ear, words I did not understand. And then she licked my face. I took a step back. "Stop. You don't believe me." Her voice was flat. "Okay. But watch her. Just watch." I did not want to. But that night, I did. Oge sat in her living room, watching TV like everything was normal. I sat with her, forcing myself to be calm. Midnight came. The house was silent. Then, Oge stood up. I expected her to go to bed. But she didn't. She stood still, like she was listening for something. Then, slowly, her head tilted, too far to the side, like her neck had no bones. I held my breath. She turned, walking out of the room, her feet not making a single sound. I followed, my heart pounding. She went to the mirror in the hallway. And then, she smiled. Not a normal smile. A stretched, wide, terrible smile that showed too many teeth. And she whispered. The words. I cannot describe them. I could feel them in my bones, crawling under my skin, slithering in my ears like tiny insects. My head ached. My stomach twisted. I wanted to run, but my feet were stuck to the ground. Then, she turned. And she was looking at me. But her eyes, they were black. Empty. She opened her mouth. And I saw it. A second row of teeth. Sharp. Waiting. I ran. I don't remember grabbing Amara. I don't remember how we got out of that house. But we ran, and we did not stop running. Even when we reached the street. Even when we reached the neighbor's house. Even when we were safe. The next morning, I told people what I saw. They did not believe me. They said I had a bad dream. They said I was imagining things. They said Oge was a good woman, a normal woman. But Amara and I know the truth. We left that house. But Oge is still there. And she is waiting.